After watching this video, we will be going over this more in class tomorrow, where we will be doing a Google Jamboard where there is a lot of slides for you all to go over. You're going to be able to create your own sentences, you're going to be able to change sentence types, and you're also going to be able to create your own paragraphs or short stories using the sentences. So be prepared for that. And then after we do that tomorrow, we are also going to do an exit slip to test your knowledge on the 4 sentence types. So you guys should be experts after watching this video. Our learning target for today is that we can identify the 4 different types of sentences. So be mindful of that when you're finishing this lesson, and we're going over in class tomorrow. So we should be able to cross that off on our goals list for this week. Our first type of sentence is declarative sentences. These make a statement and end with a period. Any normal statement can be a declarative statement. So a declarative statement could be, I have school today. Please fill out that declarative sentences end with a period. In our writing and in our language, declarative sentences are used all the time. So these are usually used in informative or expository pieces that we have done in class. So like I said, this can be any statement that ends with a period. So it could be as simple as, we are going to read the Titanic today. And it can basically be anything. So these are probably going to be the most commonly used in our writing for this upcoming passage that we're all going to write. An interrogative sentence asks a question or ends with a question mark. An example of an interrogative sentence is, what time does class end? Because it ends with a question mark, and interrogative sentences are always questions. In your guided notes, please fill out the part that says ask a question so you know the definition of an interrogative sentence. Be sure to fill this in completely. As we think about these 4 different types of sentences, we have to think how they fit in writing and when they would be used. So let's think, when would we use an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence in our classroom is usually used as an attention getter. So in an essay, we can say to the reader, did you know that Benjamin Franklin was a major inventor in U.S. history? This is a way that we can use an interrogative sentence in our writing. An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong feeling or emotion and ends with an exclamation mark. You usually hear these when people are excited about something. An example of an exclamatory sentence is, I need coffee now. This shows a strong emotion or feeling. This is your first box in your guided notes, so please be sure to fill out an example. The example could be in the video or one of your own. Exclamatory sentences in our writing are less common but can be used, especially if we're saying something very important or if it has a lot of emotion or feeling behind it. So if we were referencing our book that we have now, which is The Titanic, we may say something like, the Titanic struck an iceberg, to emphasize to our readers that this was important and a very, very good and important detail in our writing. An imperative sentence is a sentence that gives a command or makes a request. These also end with a period. An example of an imperative sentence is, Owen, please take out the dog. Or, Alex, please go upstairs and take your laundry up. These give a request or make a command. Please fill out the last box in your guided notes, which is imperative sentences. Please fill out an example that is either in the video or think of one on your own. Imperative sentences are going to be less commonly used in our writing, but can be used, especially for an informative piece. So if you're telling people how to exercise and stay healthy, you may say, you should walk every day, and that would be a command. Or you could also do it in a way of a request, like if you were asking someone to do something that had to do with your writing. For extra practice, I posted more guided worksheets on Google Classroom, so be sure to check them out if you still aren't grasping the different types of sentences, because we want to make sure that we can identify them and use them in our writing later on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, everyone.